if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do.
I see the moon in the middle of the afternoon. I see the moon in the middle of the afternoon. Don't you worry about me, I'll be fine. I see everybody on the other side. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. Just roll me up and smoke me when I die. I'm alright, don't you cry. Everybody just get high. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. Feel the darkness and oh Lord, the darkness I go towards. I really want freedom, but I ain't selling my soul for it. I can't afford it. I feel it too expensive. Pray to God that I'm forgiven, Lord. This is my revision to my mama told me better sing Amazing Grace. Cassandra South Fullerton, thank you for coming. How your day going? Well, I always do that. You gonna start your fall garden yet? What you got planted? GT, what's going on, bro? How them chickens? Bayou Sugar, thank you for coming. No, I just dropped some more seeds yesterday. Some turnips, collard greens, carrots, cabbage, some bunching onions, something else. I don't forget what it was now. Southern Living, thank you for coming. Gail Southern Living, thank you for coming. Bro, what I eat, what's going on, bro? You haven't even started on your fall garden? Typical work day, I understand that. I understand that. My typical work day done changed. And I'm doing 2 jobs. Well, my job really ain't doing much for February. Especially since all this striking and stuff is going on. So I have another town called Odom Short. Yes, I do. Yeah, I have another town called Odom Short. You know, we still getting a lot of tomatoes, but I'm about ready to pull these tomatoes. I probably won't. Since they producing so good, it might as well just keep them till that first frost rolls around. Bell peppers too. Bell peppers is doing great. They still putting out a lot of peppers. They stopped by there a few seconds ago. Yeah, I started that mainly just to support people that needs one or two more friends to be over that limit. Yeah, that's what we all here for, supporting each other. I know I'm doing a lot of stuff around my fruit trees. You know, it's time to start getting them cleaned up, remulch back in, and some more herbs put around it. What's going on, GT?
It's all good, man. How you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
All right, man. Just kicking it, man.
How them
Just
chickens?
plantings. They doing good, man. I'm out here. I'm in here with them now.
Finally transplanted a few citrus. I've been putting out for 3 weeks. I know that's what's up. The citrus is exploding right now. I know my kumquats are.
Kumquat sounds so good, man. You
Yeah,
ever had one before?
huh?
You ever tasted one before?
My Nagami kumquat. I haven't tried a Miwa. I just got that one this year, but it's loaded
Oh, okay.
kumquats now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
up pot on they exploded. And bad thing about it, my Nagami kumquat, it died all the way back down to a little nub, and it's hard,
Mm.
like 3 foot.
Oh,
It's got kumquats on about every branch. It's got 4 branches on it. It's got about kumquats on every one. It's loaded.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Mines aren't doing that good. I got a couple of fruit trees too. I ain't been taking care of them like I supposed to. I know better, but I don't know.
Life. You know what I'm saying? It's life, boy. We're in some trying times right now. Life keeps flying and keeps me too tired from the garden. I understand that. Because we're in some trying times right now, boy. I mean, in the way the cost of everything is. So I mean, you got to put in much more work just to see the benefits like you got last year.
Yeah, that is true. And I got my fig cuttings. I got my fig cuttings in.
They doing good?
Um, well, I just got them in Saturday. I just potted them up yesterday. My wife, she did the tags for me. She came in here and she did the tags for me. And hey, baby, um, yeah, I'm on Odom's channel. So, but yeah, just got them in, scraped them off, put on my rooting hormone, start doing it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Corner clubhouse football. Thank you for coming. What kind you get?
Uh, Black Mission, White Coda, White Coda, or something like that.
Cadota.
You ever? Yeah, it's a white one.
Yeah, white Cadota or white Marcel. You said Cadota. You said Cadota, didn't you? Cause I got a Cadota and I got a white Marcellus. We just got my Miwok Kumquat transplant. Hopefully next year we'll see some growth. Probably so. Man, I'm telling you, the first of spring is when I usually up pot or root prune or just put adding compost and stuff off in my citrus in my container trees, and they usually take off after that.
Okay, what you had said to me, man, I couldn't hear you, man. My fault.
About the figs,
Yeah.
I got a white Marcellus, then I got a Cadota.
Mm.
Some people say they're the same fig. But I don't know. Tastes a little
I
different.
paid. Mm, I paid $35 for my white Marcellus cutting.
Was it a
I
cutting?
got yeah.
Then you got one
I got
cutting,
no. I got seven.
7 cuttings for $35.
Yeah, two of them. Two of them doing good.
Two of them
Yeah,
doing
two of
good.
them. Yeah, and I already told the dude or whatever. He said just wait 2 months. I'm like what? So he said that it could take 2 months. So we gonna see.
Okay, how you rooting?
Um, when I get them, I take them and hold on.
Those root stocks will take over on that citrus. I don't understand. Yeah, citrus. My citrus seems like soon as I up pot them, man, they grow like crazy. My same way. My white and my pink guava, dude. I up pot them beginning of spring, and I guarantee next year when I take them out to up pot them again, they'll be almost root bound. So I got to pretty much just keep pruning the roots. I can't keep bringing no big old giant. I wish I could put them two in the ground. They grow so big. And I got that yellow guava I just planted this year. I put that one in the ground. They supposed to be hard enough. And two pineapple guavas I planted last year in the ground. They both came back, so I guess they are.
So yeah, this is what they look like. This is the Italian fig though.
Italian honey.
Italian honey. That's what they labeled it as.
Yeah, I
So
got
that's
one
what
of
I'm.
them too.
Yeah.
Mine's in the
So I
ground. I
just
got that one last year.
mm, and the root structure pretty good. Man, it's lighting.
I'm still
The
waiting on.
root structure.
I'm
Mm,
still waiting on my figs to ripen on them. I got
mm.
it's loaded with figs, but ain't none of them ripe yet.
Yeah, but what I do is I take the cutting and then I scrape the sides a little pretty good with one of those hobby knives, and then I put it in the rooting hormone, and then I just drop it in there. Put it in the solo cup with the soil already moist. Yeah,
You keep it on the heat lamp or something?
I got grow lights everywhere.
You got grow lights. Yeah.
Yeah, I got tons
Well, I
of them.
think that humidity helps the most when you're trying to root.
You're right.
Most of the time when I root mine, I just stick them in my container trees with my containers. With my citrus on my guava, so it's got that shade, so it's blocking it, the sun from direct hitting on it. It just getting that humidity, and they seem to root faster.
Mm,
They root faster like that for me.
you're probably right because I took the because I got elderberry cuttings as well, and I put those in. I
Random J,
tried to put them. Huh?
Random J. Oh, speaking of
Oh,
Random J,
yeah, but I put them in a little container that with the little dome or whatever. I did it like that.
yeah, Cheryl Faulkner. Thank you for coming. I know
What's up, Sheriff Faulkner?
I had a lot of success too. You know them white clear totes that you can get from Walmart with the lids on top, with the white lids on top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just putting peat moss or some type of soil off in it and keeping that moist and just sticking them off in there. Well, I wouldn't even put no holes in it. I keep a little water in it, just keep it off in there, and I keep it by a window or something so it keep that humidity in it, and it always keep moisture in it most of the time. I, they root fast. They root fast like that too. I know some people even root them in water. I don't think figs is that hard to root. Some of them won't make it, but a lot of them will.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take your advice and go ahead and figure out what I need to do to get them to do better. Yeah.
I think mainly it's just the humidity because they from the Mediterranean where humidity is crazy. So I mean, you got them hot days, they probably do best then. But they don't like direct sunlight. Not when they trying to root. Well, fine.
Right.
You just wrinkle them up.
Yeah. Okay. I'm I'm gonna go do what you just told me to do, man. You know better. Yeah, I'm gonna move those out of the way. But I just came up, man. You put the stream yard on there real quick.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna go ahead and finish this up. I'm gonna be in your chat. I'm finna do what you told me, man. I appreciate
all right.
that advice, though.
I appreciate you coming up.
Ain't no thing, man. All right, there. Yeah.
That was GT growing in Alaska. So I know I watched some shows, Alaska and the Last Frontier and stuff like that. Man, I see some of their gardens, them big old huge things of cabbage. Good God. The soil in Alaska is rich. But they got that short growing season. Random J, thank you for coming. Cheryl Faulkner, thank you for coming. That's my next on my list. Tropical guava, soursop, and papaya. I know them papayas. I got one from the store and just threw the seeds out. And man, they grew like crazy. I put some in my compost. Well, I threw the whole papaya in the compost and it had seeds in it. Some of them sprouted up over here by my bananas last year. They got about 4 foot tall before the winter killed them off. I figured they would come back, but they ain't come back. I figured if the rootstock was strong enough, they would come back. I was just a little experiment I tried to see if it would actually grow. It worked for a while till the frost hit. One I thought was gonna come back, and the stalk was pretty thick, about the size of my arm. I thought it would come back, but it didn't. Yeah, right now I'm just waiting on stuff the leaves to finish falling off and stuff like my grapes, so I can start pruning them. I don't know about spraying no more. I might spray some copper fungicide on my apples, but I don't know about too much about spraying anymore. It don't seem like it works. It all depends on the weather, I think. I think the older and the more adapted your trees get to your environment anyway, it'll help you anyway. Because I know I sprayed my apples like I was supposed to, and right before it rained, I sprayed them again before the rain started coming, and they still took a lot of cedar rust damage. The only two that didn't was my Arkansas Black and my Gala apple, which is resistant to cedar rust. Hey, next coming up is a Random J. What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. How you been?
I'm fine. How's life?
It's going good, man. Going well, man. My girl, she's out of town right now because she's about to have another grandbaby, bro.
That's awesome.
I guess I'm gonna be a step grandpa again.
Spoiling baby. Spoiling
Yeah.
baby.
But hey, the heat of the summer is pretty much done down here in South Florida, man. And like I started a couple of herbs in the background, like rosemary and a couple of things, man. But it almost like got cooked. But we really do want to do a garden. Like when she came up here last month, we started some tomatoes and stuff like that. But I think it was just
Nancy B.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was speaking to Nancy B.
Oh yeah, it's cool. So I was just gonna ask you, like, I don't know. I mean, our climate's a little bit different down here.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out how to start this stuff, man. I mean, I can do a lot of research or whatever, but rosemary, for example, I've got it like on the eve of the house, so it don't get full sunlight all day. And I don't know, because rosemary is my favorite herb.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's like, if that's what's killing it, but it's just looking like wilted, man. It's not like
it's probably just the heat. It's probably just the heat. Mine looks the same way right now.
Okay.
Mine's in ground. Tamika Davis, thank you for coming. And mine's in ground. You might need to put more mulch around it so it can retain some more of that moisture.
Okay.
You might want to try that.
Man, I tell you what I did. The other day I did, I don't do lives very often, but I did that live and I caught a barracuda. And I just got done eating it, man.
You caught a barracuda. You ate it?
Sir. I just got done eating it. And I made a video with it, man, like the cleaning. I didn't do the cleaning part, but I did the seasoning and then I cooked it. I baked it in the oven. Dude, it's been a while since I've had barracuda, like years, but it was so good. Like it was like a very underrated fish. It was super white flesh, man. It was really delicious, man. So I just want to put that out there.
I'm going to have to go and check that video out.
Yeah, I still got to edit and all that. It'll probably be a day.
You ain't put it up yet?
Nah, it'll be up like probably. I mean, I just got done, so maybe a day or two. I got to edit it and all that. I'm gonna add the catching too because I was on live video when I caught it. That's the fun part. You can see it jumping in the background and stuff.
Oh, you can turn that into a short right there.
Yes, sir. But I've been following along with you, man. We've been growing so much, brother. We're growing so much, man, on this channel and stuff like that. So I'm proud of you, man.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah. But how's everybody doing out there in the world? I don't know. I know I see a lot of familiar names in the chat there.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of great people.
Cheryl Faulkner.
Grow What I Eat.
Growing What I Eat. Yeah.
Faulkner. Great. So you plan on putting anything else in the ground? You trees? Banana.
Well, I did do a banana plant, and that ain't doing well. I think I should. It ain't doing well at all.
David
I think.
Corey.
I'm sorry.
I was speaking to David Corey.
Oh yeah, David Corey, what's up, man? Yeah, I think I should have put it more in the sunlight. I put it, like I said, like I did the others, like on the eve of the house, like maybe a couple feet, because I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll block some of the sun and won't be as direct heat on them, and maybe I screwed up with that. It's just it's a small banana plant. It's not a big.
How big is the pot?
Oh no, I put it in the ground.
You got it in the ground. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it in the ground, like literally in the ground.
How long has it been in the ground?
About 3 weeks now, and now the sides of it's turning brown. So I don't think it's doing well. I just don't think it. I don't think it's
just a little It's just a little transplant shot. Might want to hit it with some liquid fertilizer.
Yeah.
Put some compost around it, some wood chips.
I definitely would do that. But David Corey with crop, man, that dude's an artist, y'all.
Yeah, but them bananas, they like that sun. But they say partial sun is all right for them.
Yeah, I have no idea. I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, man, I seen you was live, and
appreciate it.
Yeah. And then you got any pumpkins going? Because Halloween's right around the corner.
I just pulled my pumpkin plant out. We only got 2 pumpkins, and both of them didn't get that big at all.
Oh, wow.
I think the biggest one was like 9 pounds. We made we were supposed to make some pumpkin puree out of one, but we left it in the refrigerator too long. So.
You ever done the pumpkin seeds, man?
Yeah, she baked some pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I used to like them a lot more when I was a kid. Not too much now. Stuff get all in your teeth.
Yeah, they're almost like those sunflower seeds you buy from the store, but bigger. As long as you bake them.
They got more fiber in them too.
Yeah.
So what kind of tomato plants were you growing? What variety? You remember?
Oh man, they were from a seed. I had some seeds. I had a bunch of these packets of seeds that I've had for like over a year. And I still have a bunch of these seed packets from different things. And it wasn't me that started it. It was my girl, Eb, man. She was like, she started them underneath the sink and a paper towel, wet paper towel and stuff like that.
Well,
and then
thanks for coming.
She germinated them. And then we put them in this, I don't know, I guess a 30 count little box thing with all the seeds of each one in there. Yeah, and they did sprout. But they pretty much didn't make it, man. I don't know. I don't have a green thumb yet. I used to, but I don't anymore.
It just takes a patience.
And this stuff right here also killed. Look, let me show you. Like, I bought this junk from Home Depot. Sorry,
plant food.
Plant food, right?
Yeah,
and I mixed it with it's a powder, and you mix it with water, and I put it on my rosemary plant. And about 4 or 5 days later, where I sprinkled it down on there, everywhere that plant food touched, the rosemary had turned brown. It was
that chemical. It's probably chemical burn.
Yeah, man, I don't make any sense, man.
Yeah, it says it's plant food, but it's more like plant steroids, I believe. And it's best not to get it on your leaves or nothing if you use it. I
guess that's what I did wrong. I just poured it in there in a solo cup,
Yeah,
a cup away.
Your banana plants, they grow faster if you only keep 2 leaves on it. Every time you get more than 2 leaves, you cut them the bottom of them. And then
I heard about that. I heard about that with corn too. The suckers.
It'll speed up faster. Yeah, they'll start growing. It'll grow faster.
Right.
I know most people do that when they want to get a rack of bananas.
The Bud Files is in the chat. How you doing?
Yeah, the Bud
Files. He and she is everywhere, man. Like the Bud Files. They're always they're such a
watching some of their premiere.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna get off of here, man. I just want to stop in to say hi and
Well,
show some love, man.
I appreciate it.
All right, brother. You take care, and hopefully somebody else jumps up on here.
Oh yeah.
All right, brother. Bye.
That was Randall Jake. I know my figs is starting to put on a lot of growth right here towards the end. A lot of them starting to bud out. Well, I say bud out. I mean putting on little figlets. My Panage Tiger fig, boy, she is that's one of the fast growing figs I got right there. She is growing fast this year. Well, I can't say that. That's Violet. She growing fast too. But she only put out one fig. Next year I bet she'll put out a lot. The first year when I got her, she was I say maybe 12 inches, 16 inches at the most. And man, she grew so much last year. She was about 4 foot tall at the end of the season, and she had about 60 figs on her. But neither one of them ripened before I can taste them. What's going on, bro? J3? Neither one of them, none of them ripened before I can taste them. This year, my Italian honey fig and my Texas Everbearing. I planted both of those last year, and both of those is fruiting this year. That Texas Everbearing, it starts fruiting late, so it's got like 4 or 5 figs on it right now. And then Italian honey, it's got about 12, 13, and they've been on for a couple of months now, and they still ain't even trying to turn right. So I don't know. Next year might be the best year for her too. And the rest of my figs, they just where I moved them inside the greenhouse and put them in the ground inside there, they just now putting on good growth. I protect them over the winter, so maybe next year I'll get me a breeder crop instead of just the main crop. If that breeder crop tastes better anyway, I want to see. But man, I'm telling you, if that breeder crop tastes better and it's better than that Cialis, man, ain't nothing better than that Cialis so far, not from what I tasted. That's the most underrated rated fig, I think, is a Cialis fig. Dark. People say they hate for people to describe figs, to taste the figs as some type of berry. But really, to get people to understand the taste of it, you got to describe it as something that they actually know what the taste of it is. Just like at Cialis, it's kind of, for me, it's kind of mixed between a raspberry and a blueberry like flavor. Delicious. Yeah, I got a lot of pruning to do. I'm hoping next year and the year after, all of my apple trees should be producing apples. And I think next year in 3 or 4, my figs should, not figs, but pear trees should be setting a lot of pears. Man, it's going to be canning time for real. They say the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago. The best time to plant a tree is right now. Anytime you get one. You remember sneaking figs off my neighbor's tree when I was a kid? They were delicious. Yeah, they are delicious. Just finished making a meal with it. It was delicious. I know it was. You be down there having all kind of luck in that boat, boy. Only thing you eat was water today. Sammy Joe, thank you for coming. Only thing you ate was water today. Yeah, when I get off this live, I'm finna go ahead and cook. I'm talking about cooking me a couple of burgers, but I might just make some hamburger helpings, some cream potatoes and stuff like that so the wife can eat when she get home. Thinking about getting me another couple pears of a couple of Asian pears. And on your pears, you got to worry about That cedar rust and fire blight. Fire blight, it'll kill your trees. You have to cut most of it, cut it back. Cutting grass and tuning up the garden. Understand that. Understand that when you're out there working in the garden, the day will go by, boy. Fly by. I still got a lot of work I need to do. I ain't even been. I might start on it this weekend if I'm off Saturday. You know, I was getting to a point where my department is done slowed down, so I was gonna start being off on some weekends. And then we had a problem with somebody got let go, so I had to take his job and do mine. His job requires weekends, so I will be there on weekends. It don't bother me. Right now, it's almost time for Christmas time. With all these grandkids I got, we can use the money anyway. I gotta get out here and pull a lot of green beans. We getting a lot of green beans coming in. Stop that, boy. We getting a lot of green beans coming in. I know the other day when I brung this thing around, I was holding it too. See, I just took 6 pups off of this clump right here. And look how many just gonna come back up already. I took one big one off. That big one right there, that's the one I took that one off of this clump too. That's how many is back up already. These my garden challenge tomatoes. I have to make a video. I got a couple blooming. I mean busting. That's a big one right there, boy. That's a moss. Tomatoes still setting a lot of tomatoes around here. These right here is beautiful, beautiful tomatoes. That's what they call beautiful. And we got Jet Stars, Goliaths, Florida 81s. Yeah, you see the tomatoes, they still setting a lot of tomatoes. These over here are giants. So we still get peppers too. Marigolds looking great. These pepper plants are setting a lot of peppers. And these are bell peppers. We got a random potato I stuck right here. Basil still looking good. This tomato cut in is finally putting on some tomatoes. Cabbage taking a beating. Green beans. Getting a lot of green beans. We're getting a lot of green beans. Most of these need to be thick. Pretty much that's all that's left in this bed is these green beans and a few carrots. A few carrots coming up right there. Miss Garrett, thank you for coming. Wellness with Fugal Mama. Yeah, that's a big banana I took off of that clump. These some Cavendishes. That's the Panache Tiger feed. Beautiful. This is my Cielo. This is the one I told you got the best tasting figs I ever tasted. So maybe these things will keep growing during the winter since they in here. That's an Olympian. And this one have the biggest figs I ever had. Big old figs on her. Collard greens finally starting to come up. Only one watermelon plant left, Jubilee. This is my Nagami kumquat. If I can get it up close enough so y'all can see all the kumquat sets on it, all up and down through it. This is the Miwa. I know y'all can see from all the sun. That's right. Miss Shirley, thank you for coming. Brown Celeste Satsuma is not doing much at all. Strawberries is done for the year. Let's filled in this whole bed. It was 3 rows in here. Now this whole bed is full. Started sheep mulching and moving strawberries around over here. Started this new row right here. This grapevine right here, it'll run from here to here. It'll run from this post here to that post there. Once I run a wire to it, you can see it's already growing like crazy. And I just planted that, I don't know, about 3 months ago. That's a blue Concord grape. My bananas are still going crazy. The stalk on this Musu acuminatus. North Cavendish, it never grows that good here. Carolina Kings grow like crazy. Let me show you though. You see this leaf pattern? You see how it's more like a sword like? That's what you call a sword sucker. If you get a banana, these are the ones you want to get. And the leaves will turn once they get older, but once they're young, the leaves like this one will grow and produce bananas faster than one that would leaves like this. We call these water leaves. The big round leaves like this when they're young. See how round that leaf is compared to that other one? That's water leaf. Them bananas grow a lot slower and they produce a lot slower. So if you're looking to get a banana, you want to find one that's a sword sucker with the leaves shaped like that instead of already full leaves like that. Full leaves like that when they're young means it's a water sucker. It's gonna take longer to grow. These are pineapple guavas. These are my pineapple guavas I planted last year. These things will look about 8 or 9 inches tall when I got them. Got them off of Amazon too for like $9.99 or something. That's my yellow guava. That's a really beautiful. That's my yellow guava. Carolina, my Goldfinger banana that I bought, it died. My Orinoco banana I bought, it died. And Mekong King is still growing, but it's still small. All these bananas right here lined up in this row. All the way down through there. Them all Musu acuminatas bananas. This is a Red Haven peach. It's good, resistant to leaf curl and brown rot. Brown rot. This is Violet. My Violet Desbardeux. Her one little figlet. Her one little figlet. My Niagara grapes, they're growing like crazy. I have to prune them back a lot. So the leaf, different leaf pattern, that's Carlos Muscadine. The Texas Everbearing feed. Growing like crazy. This is Italian honey. A lot of figs on it. None of them ripe yet. Nowhere near ripe. My Concord grapes, they took a beat. This is my Musu acuminata. I mean, not Musu acuminata. Musu Baju bananas. The bean cheddar. This is my gooseberries. A lot of people sleep on gooseberries. Gooseberries are delicious. Delicious. And I got all blueberries down through here. I think I got 18 plants, 11 different varieties of blueberries down through there. Stop it. A lot of pepper. These pepper plants didn't really start doing much until the last month and a half. We got a few peppers, but not like the way they're setting now. These all bell peppers. Basil is huge. That basil, I don't know if nobody remember. This is the basil that we got from the grocery store over in the food section. I think I got 8 plants for like $1.45. Jujuberry tree. Juju tree. I never heard of the Juju. Best kept secret. I planted a couple jujube trees. Mike, thanks for coming. I planted a couple jujube trees, and I got a couple more. But that sound like jujube berry. That sounds like something I've heard before, but I'm not for sure what it is. You talking best kept secret? You talking about buying plants in the grocery section? That's where I got that basil from, in the grocery section of Wally World. I think it was like $1.49. I think it had like 8 or 9 basil plants in it. They also had a rosemary over there, rosemary, thyme, and basil. Is what they had, and they was all tripled and double planted. Oh, best kept secret. I don't even think I ever tasted one. Gooseberries now, I don't know if too many people know about them. Gooseberries are delicious, man. Delicious. No, they just It's not like a grape. They look like a grape, but they're not like a grape. They're delicious. Oh, that's where it's come from? I didn't know that. Huh. Learn something new every day. I thought that was something they just made up. My dogs is crazy, man. Gooseberry small. They're a little bit smaller than a grape. Bigger than blueberries, but a little bit smaller than a grape. You know, they got red ones and green ones. I think I'm the only two they got. Mine's supposed to be green, but this year they turned like a pinkish red. They were good though. It's just like my Niagara grapes. They always been green, but this year they turned a real dark purple. And they was a lot more sweeter than it was when they was green. Berry sugar. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I bet you one thing y'all didn't know. Do y'all know that you know how they said they took cocaine out of Coca-Cola? That is not true. I mean, they took the plant out of the part that they used to make Coke with, but the leaves, they still use leaves to sweeten Coca-Cola with. There's a lot of things they tell us it's just not true. They tell us half truth about stuff. I know something else I'm starting to do too. I'm starting to plant as long as it's deep mulch, I'm starting planting my potatoes around my fruit trees. I'm not finna just keep wasting that space. Yes, ma'am. Yep, still there. It's still there because I use the leaves to sweeten it with. That's why it still tastes like Coke. They use a lot of different stuff. They use them leaves in a lot of different drinks though. Not only Coke. That's strong. Coke's is more stronger than me. I know one. I don't like Dr. Pepper. I can't drink that. Cokehead. I know it's wintertime. It's finna come up, so y'all better get y'all herbs saved and dried up so for them teas and keep them colds off of you. Your herbs and your oregano. Oregano is good. That lemon balm is good to make you some good old tea with. Keep your throat soothed. Make you sleep good. Get some of that honey from J3 to sweeten it with. It's easy to root basil and stuff like that. All you gotta do is drop it in the water for a week or two. It's gonna take roots, and then you just plant it in a little cup and keep it in your window till the spring. Then plant it out. Yeah, all soda is bad for you. Ain't none of it good for you. It's all the stuff we got in it. It wreak havoc on your kidneys and stuff too. I said I'm a cokehead. I'm on dope. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work or not. He said that's why you got that junkie itch. Calm down. Calm down. I just gave them dogs a bath yesterday. They've been out here rolling around in the sand and everything. Got sand all on your nose. You remember Ray Charles? Yep. Yep. You make it do what it do, baby. Oh, Ray Charles. That junkie itch. I think everybody remember old Ray Charles. Jamie Foxx, I gotta say, Jamie Foxx played that movie. He played that movie pretty good. I like that. I like the way he played Ray Charles. It was entertaining, especially he got a good voice too, so that really made it. Yeah, he did. He made that movie. You got the right one, baby. I swear. I swear. That was a song too, boy. That was a song. I like that one. How's it go? I got a woman way over town. She's good to me. I forgot how it goes. I got a woman way over town. She's good to me. It's been a long time since I seen that movie. He be itching like he did. I know most of these movies these days, boy, they ain't, man. It's crazy. It's better off watching YouTube than watching TV. TV these days, man, it ain't about nothing. Ain't too much stuff on there interesting anymore. Old shows that came on back in the day, yeah, but most of this new stuff, man, it ain't about nothing. Right, you ain't singing that. No, I don't. I don't sound nothing like Ray Charles. Ray Charles had a golden voice. A little bit. I got a woman way over time. Ah, get out of there, boy. St. Thomas. Get out of there. Get out of there. Gotta watch him, boy. He's over in my garden bed. Where I just put my collard greens and carrots down in. Like something else. How's that old one that James Foxx that remix off it? Something. And I'm in need. Oh, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, that's how I go. I got a woman. That's old school, boy. Yeah, she gives me loving when I'm in need. Oh, she's a kind of woman, a friend indeed. Okay. Jamie Foxx got that voice, boy. I tell you one thing I ain't gonna miss about the summer. It's mowing this yard, man. For some reason, the grass grew like crazy this year. It was mowing the grass about every 4 days. It's crazy. But we did get a lot of rain this year, too. I think it's dog fertilizer. I know everybody's starting getting ready for hunting season. I'm gonna try to find me somewhere to go this year. I want me a deer. Want me a deer. Want me a couple of turkeys too to put in the freezer for Thanksgiving. She gives me money. She gives me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling friend indeed. A little rain made my grass grow. You gotta, and we've been mowing like crazy this year. It done slowed down now. I ain't the last time I mowed. I think I mowed a week ago. You want deer too? Me too. I ain't had no good deer meeting forever. I got a buddy that usually goes with his dad, and they usually kill more than what they can. And most of the time, he'll get me one. But I ain't even talked to him, man. They've been working him so much. Think you're gonna buy you a fresh turkey from the farm this year for Thanksgiving? That's awesome. A whole lot better than this frozen stuff. A whole lot better than this frozen stuff. A whole lot better for you. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing better than a fresh venison, especially them steaks. I tell you what, we had a hog kill, and man, you talking about some of the best sausage, and man, best sausage in the world. They don't like that to say. Okay. That was some of the best sausages in the world. So fresh, so good. Boy, we ate on that stuff all year. A big old grill full of meat. That's one thing I miss my dad. He used to work at a place, Odom's Tennessee Pride. And he drove a tow motor. And man, he get these deals. He gets 6 slabs of rib in a box. And he used to get them for him for $30 a box. Man, 6 slabs, man, we used to wear them things out in the summertime, boy. I miss that. Come eat them, get the ones that's eating your deer, eating your garden. I wish I could. Best meats, wild hogs. I bet you I ain't never tasted one. They say they moving in closer around here though. Maybe one day. I tell y'all what, my female dog, she's a predator. She's always on the hunt. It don't matter what it is. Squirrel, rabbit, bird. She see it, she trying to get it. Yeah, she's the more of a hunter. My male dog, he's more of a protector. He thinks something finna happen to you or somebody finna touch you, he's gonna be all over you. Grace Grimes, thank you for coming. One of the people know chicken is a fowl that is from Asia. I knew that. I know most people probably don't. Most stuff that's over here didn't come from here. It's like wild hogs. They was brought over here from Russia. I know that y'all, a lot of people, I see a lot of people complain about groundhogs. I don't see no groundhogs around here too much. Maybe on the side of the road, pop their head up every once in a while, but as far as in my yard, and nah. Don't too much come in my yard no more since I got these dogs, though. Every once in a while, you might get the occasional skunk or raccoon and think they brave. I ain't seen too many squirrels around here no more. They all gone. I ain't seen too many squirrels. Miss Shirley needs a dog. Yeah, they would keep them out. They'll keep them out of there. I seen your video too, Miss Shirley. You talking about how your neighbors was complaining and all that. That made me mad. When we come over with my rubber hose. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Most of the food was imported over here a long time ago. Yeah, for the deer and them mean neighbors. Yeah, deer, raccoon, groundhogs, possums, and bad neighbors. Yeah, good guard dog. I know most of my life growing up, I always favored pits. I pretty much always had pits. They loyal, protective, and they smart. You can pretty much train them to do whatever you want them to do. They can be a handful though sometimes. They can be a handful. Big babies. A good stun gun. Good stun gun, yeah. Good stun gun would work. I know we see a lot more skunks these days too than we usually do. Some groundhog is some good eating, some deer is some good eating. Never tried a raccoon or a possum. I always heard possum meat was greasy. I know how my uncles them used to tell about them how to go out there in the outhouse and clean possums out of it, and they would skin them up and eat them. I don't know about all that. I don't know if I can be skinning nothing and eating it that just been out of there eating my doo doo. I don't think I can. I don't think I can eat nothing like that. I guess if I was hungry enough, I could. But I might get to thinking about that. It might not taste the same. That's the one thing I haven't raised, and I always wanted to. I was always scared they would get loose. You talking about pits or hogs? I can't describe it. It don't really taste like no other meat. To me, it the way they cook it, the way I had it cooked was like a roast in the oven with carrots and potatoes and all that around it. And then after that, they topped it off with this white gravy. It had a bunch of salt and pepper in it. Oh my God, that's delicious. Yeah, pigs. I'm talking about pigs. American Stafford's great dogs, loyal off the chart. Loyalty off the chart. Yeah. You know, they took Pitts, it's got American Stafford in it. They took Pitt and a bulldog and they made a pit bull out of it. Rat. It tastes like rat. I don't know about no rat now. I ain't never tasted no rat. I ate groundhog before though. Groundhog was good. To me, it just tastes like a roast with some white gravy on it. Was delicious. I know that. It delicious. Squirrel has got to be deep fried for me. I know some people eat it different ways. Deep fried or over a fire. The best way to eat squirrel. If you don't cook it deep fried, it's gonna taste like a little, like a tree. It kind of tastes got a little tree-like taste. American Stafford real name is Pitbull. From what they try to tell you is they took the Stafford, American Stafford, and was it English Bull? Yeah, English Bulldog and made Pitbull. Same dog. It's like them old English, them XL bullies. Them are old English Bulldogs mixed with pits. Yeah, used to control cattle. Yeah, pits are great for cattle. This guy where I used to get my dogs from, and that's what they used theirs for, was herding cattle. No, the groundhog pretty good. I ain't never had it like just fried or nothing like that. It's always been roast. It's like goat. The only way we used to eat goat was barbecue. I used to barbecue it. DJ Ron, the mechanic. Thanks for coming in, fam. That was a clean Chevy, boy. That blue, that drop top. Oh my God. No, blue my favorite color anyway. And Chevy, I love a Chevy. Your bell peppers looking good. Yeah, my bell peppers are showing out. They putting out a lot of peppers. I don't know. I thought peppers was good in the hottest part of the summer. But it seems like mine, once it started getting down in the 80s, highs only in the 80s during the day, then they started putting out a lot more flowers. My tomatoes, they start setting a lot more tomatoes, but they ain't ripening as fast. Before, you see the tomatoes, it gets so big, and then 1-2 days, it was already about red. Now they keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Then they'll start turning red. He loved Rockwellers though. My uncle used to live by Rockwellers. He loved Rockwellers. I rest his soul. German rocks was his favorite. We've been over an hour. I appreciate y'all coming, stopping by. I appreciate you hit that like button on the way out if you haven't hit it already. We'll be going live again Thursday. Get it off your chest Thursday. If you're still here, if you're going to drop your link, you can type passion or TN in the chat. It'll drop your link. Passion, because growing is my passion, and TN for Tennessee. Done at Reese's. Other than that, yeah. Thank y'all for coming to Odom's Homestead, where them dirt roads ain't go down here. It's hell on earth, anything goes down here. Looking for some holy water at the water hole, but the only thing you're finding is whiskey and beer. See, I'm a sinner to the core, searching like the devil to find the Lord, yeah. Heaven knows I need help sometime, because I love to have a hell of a time myself. See, I'm a sinner, Lord save me. But please pour me up a drink before you take me. If you can turn water into wine, I'm sure you make a hell of a shine, yeah. I can't help it, Lord. I'm sinning every day. I need your help and I pray. Amen. Thank y'all for coming. Like I always say, if God be for you, who could be against you? No one. Y'all stay blessed. No such thing as a German Rockweller. That's what they call them.